What is imposter syndrome, and why does it keep affecting me when I'm about to start something new or grow my business? So since I've started my online coaching program and started taking on new clients and really started helping people get results, there's two questions that have been coming across my desk. It feels like every single week. And I don't know if it's because these are newer coaches or because this is just something that they haven't really slowed down to do or to think about. But the biggest two things that keep coming across my desk, or I should say in meetings, is one, why do I have imposter syndrome? And two, how do I schedule my life to fit my business into it? Right now, this could be honestly two separate videos. So I didn't really plan to talk much about the scheduling in this video. I may do a video on that separately. But for this video specifically, I want to touch the imposter syndrome thing because this right here stagnates so many people. It causes people to procrastinate. It causes people to delay. It causes people to not do things that they should do. And it's just false, right? And so I saw Layla Hermosi actually post this once upon a time. I don't know how long ago this was, but on her Twitter, she said, imposter syndrome is just inexperience. And for me, that really registered because I noticed that the only time I ever got imposter syndrome or I felt weird or anxious about doing something in business was usually when I'm trying to go to that next level or I'm doing something that I haven't done yet, like run ads or post a certain type of content or talk to a certain client about a certain thing, right? And when I first got started, I knew what to do, but because I hadn't done it yet in my business, I felt like an imposter. I felt like I was living someone else's life, right? Because I physically and mentally hadn't experienced what I knew actually worked. And until I did that, it was just always there. It was like this thing that was eating at me and wouldn't let me press go to start scaling my business, right? I'm sure a lot of people deal with the same thing, especially, new coaches or especially coaches that were doing cold outreach or spamming Facebook groups or relying on organic content and stuff like that. Those guys especially, when they start running ads and they see these followers come in and they start booking appointments at will and good things start to happen to their business, because this has never happened before, they're like, whoa, like this is happening to me. It almost feels like you're watching someone else's life. And so I really wanted to touch on this because that's really all it is. It's just inexperience. You're going through something you've never experienced before, you've never felt before, and you feel as though it shouldn't happen to you, but it obviously can happen to someone else. It's just your brain being like, who the hell do you think you are? And until you experience that thing, it'll never go away. And so what I tell all of my students is that you have to go through trial, failing, and adjusting to let your brain and your conscious understand that you actually know what you're doing and that this is actually you performing these tasks. It's just this weird disconnect that your conscious makes with reality. And so the more experience that you can gain by just doing and doing and doing and doing, the faster this thing goes away. Not that it will be gone forever, it's just gone for that specific thing. So right now, to go from 0 to 20K a month, every meeting I did and I, charged my price or whatever, I was like, whoa, like I just said that number. But now that I've seen that number works, I've seen the reactions that people have, and honestly, a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't actually, I expected the number to be higher. And I ended up raising my prices about a week ago to $7,500 paid in full or 10K, splits. And immediately on the next call, it was like I had to go through the process again of who the hell are you to charge someone $7,500, right? Who the hell are you to say, if I need to split this up, they have to pay, more money. And it's just the inexperience of doing that thing. And so the imposter syndrome would attack, for lack of better words. And so, growing up, I was big into network marketing. I did a lot of on stage talking and I met a bunch of people, and one of the big things that happened every time I would get on stage would be, who the hell are you to go on stage and talk to all these people about, whatever I was talking about at the time, right? Mindset, volume, business, etc. And I realized that until you get on the stage and start talking, that's the loudest voice in your head. It's just like, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? And once you get on the stage and you start talking, it all just goes away, and you kind of you're in a relaxed state. You can talk about the stuff that you learned, and pour into other people. Same with being in business, right? So because you're inexperienced, when you're going into these meetings and you know the price that you're going to pitch, or that you're going to tell your client or your future client, your brain automatically goes, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Until you get to that point, you say the price, and then they respond. And that response allows your brain to understand that the number that you gave wasn't that big a deal, right? Because it's all based on perspectives, and it's all based on, your background and how you grew up. Because $7,500 to one person could be chump change to the other, and vice versa. Before getting into, high ticket coaching, before getting into the business world and stuff like that, I thought $7,500 for, one person to do one-on-one coaching was outrageous. Just growing up and stuff like that. But once I got into the industry and I understood what the outcomes were from the coaching, then I understood, oh, that's actually worth it. That makes sense. And so now when I get on a call and I charge $7,500 for something, or $1,000 or $10,000 for something, or $12,000 for something, it's not as big of a deal as it was, way back in the day, because I understand that I'm providing them an outcome that's going to change generations after generations after generations, if they choose to go with my one-on-one coaching, and if they choose to listen, and we get results, and we get the results that we're looking for, and we help them build a business, to $50K a month or $100K a month and stuff like that. With that, guys, I know I'm harping a little bit on this imposter syndrome thing, but I do want to let you guys know that you're not the only ones. We all go through it. Imposter syndrome it's a real thing, but it's not what it's perceived as. It's just inexperience. So the next time that you feel like, oh, who the hell am I to go and charge $3K or $5K or $10K or $15K for this one client? Why would they listen to me? Understand that you're a coach for a reason. They came to you for a reason. Unless you're doing cold DMs and you're just spamming people and trying to convince them to work with you, that's a whole different topic. But if you're, attracting people to you, you've built a personal brand, people want to get information from you specifically, they're there for a reason, and they are there because they feel like you have the answer to their problem, and you do, right? And they're trying to pay you to solve it. Once you do that a few times, it'll completely go away, and what'll happen is that you'll develop a new level of the same thing. It never really goes away, because honestly, if you put me on a call right now with someone and you were like, hey, I need you to go charge that person $25,000 for the exact same service that I do now for $7,500, I don't know if right now I could do that. I just don't know. I don't know if that would be easy for me to do, right? And not because it's not worth it. It's just because I've never done it, and my brain immediately goes, who the hell are you to charge $25K for a one-on-one service? You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. And so, guys, coming out of this call, go take action. You're gonna feel anxious. You're gonna feel inexperienced. You're gonna feel that imposter syndrome thing, only because you're new to this. This is something that you've never done before. You're moving on to that next level, and it's just your brain telling you, hey, this isn't within our normal capacity. You're going outside the boundaries, right? But that's what you want. You want to get uncomfortable, because that's the only way you're going to actually scale your business. That's the only way you're going to actually grow in life. Nothing grows in comfort. Nothing. So with that, guys, I hope this helps someone out there, struggling with this. I hope this helps someone that just want to take their business and their life to the next level, but they just feel like they can't because of, this imposter syndrome crap. I just hope that You go out there, you try, fail, and adjust, and you'll understand that as you go and you try and you fail and you adjust, you'll feel more warmed up to all this, and things will start to work out for you. So with that, guys, I'm wrapped up. I know I'm rambling at this point. If you are an online coach and you want to scale your online coaching business, you have to be between 10 to 30K a month. Honestly, I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't really want to work with new coaches, simply because it seems like it's just a completely new program for the most part. I feel like I have to have two separate places for that. Just because with new coaches you have to walk through how to create content. You have to walk through it almost feels like new coaches need a social media training, which maybe I'll create something like that in the future. But I didn't get in business to work with people who don't understand social media as a whole. I don't want to have to teach you social media and then have to teach you how to post content and then have to teach you content that converts and then have to teach you messaging and then optimize and then you put out 15 pieces of content, because we need something for people to see, to trust you, and to build that authority. And then on top of that, you have to then go get cases. It's just so much that goes into finding a new coach and working with a new coach and building and helping them scale, that honestly I would probably charge you more if you're a new coach. Let's just be real. And most new coaches don't have the income, unless you were a CEO of a company and you're trying to help people become CEOs or something. I don't know. That's just not something I want to do right now. Maybe I'll create a school platform for new coaches or something like that, where I can walk through social media and all that stuff. But for now, you have to be a coach in between 10 to 30K. If you're at 5K, I'm open to it. However, I need you to have case studies and you need to pay in full, if we're going to work together. Now, everyone else, if you're 10 to 30K, you're doing code outreach, you're spamming Facebook groups, you're doing cold emails, guys, it's not going to work. You need to create a brand, and we need to start running ads. Simple as that. We need to create a brand. We need to start running ads. Then and only then will you attract people to you, close people in the DMs, and scale your business to heights that you haven't seen before. So with that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.